Okay, today's lesson is going to be on page 41. So 41. Okay. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Oh, okay. We are on lesson 5-3. We are using rounding to estimate. Our date today is 10/4/16. If you didn't know, it's day 5, so you will have music and PE today. Okay, so first we are going to estimate, if I can spell correctly. Okay, and when we estimate, we know that we have to round. Okay, so if we did a problem like 153 times 4, we would have to switch this, and we're going to want to round to whatever number is going to let us mentally do our math easiest. So in this situation, I can mentally work with 150 much easier than 153. So I'm going to go to 150 and times it by 4. Okay, and I know that if I bring down my 0, and then 15 and 15 plus 15 is 30, so I know that 15 times 4 would be 60, because I would be essentially be doubling it. So then this is 600. That's a little bit easier to do in our head. So basically we are looking to come up with an answer by changing the numbers that is easier to work with mentally. Okay, but since we are estimating, our answer would actually be about 600. Okay, this is not going to be an exact answer. Okay, now if you're not caught up with this point yet, go ahead and pause right now and finish up your writing in your book right here. Okay, we're going to move on though. Let's estimate again. Okay, again, we are estimating, so at this point we should be aware that if we are estimating, that means that we are going to have to be rounding one, if not both of our numbers. Okay, in this situation, we're going to be working with 115 times 3. Okay, in order to make this better, I know that I'm going to round to this place value, and I am going to, I know 15 is closer, 115 is closer to 100 than it is to 200, so I'm going to round this to 100, and then I'm just going to distribute the 3 over. Okay, so I bring down my 2 zeros like I learned on lesson 5-1, and then I'm going to do my basic fact. 1 times 3 is 3. So my answer again is about 300, and again, not an exact answer. So you have to have this word when you estimate. Otherwise, you're telling me that it is an exact answer, and we don't want that. Okay, I'm just gonna go back up and I'll put color in at the end okay? Again, if you are not to this point yet, go ahead and pause the video until you can catch up. So pause now. Okay. Down here, we're going to do some practice problems. We're going to write them all out, and then I will have you pause them to do the problem, and then you will play again to check the answer. Okay, so we're going to make a T-chart. This would be the problem that's our exact problem, and this is going to be our estimate. Same idea as the arrows, so either way, what works better for you is fine. 52 times 9 is our exact problem. So what do we need to do to estimate? Okay, remember this, we are going to round, and this one we're going to distribute. Okay, next problem that we're going to do is okay, so we're going to do 843 times 2, and again we will round the top number and distribute the bottom. Okay, down here we are going to do it the way we did up here with the arrows. And again, if it's better for you to do it one of the other ways, that's fine. But this is what it would look like on your paper. So you'll do the problem here, but your answer would be here on your paper, the way you would write it on your worksheet or in Notability. So you don't have all the work that you're doing showing up, okay? So this one would be 843 times 2, and again, you have to have that word about, and then your answer, okay? So at this point, pause the video, and then you will find out the first answer. Okay, working through this, 52 I would make into 50, and then I would take my 9. Bring down my 0. 5 times 9 is 45, because that's our basic fact, just like we did in lesson 5-1. Okay, so over here I would take my answer and it would be about 450. Okay, over here I'm going to take my 843. I know that since there's 43 here, that's less than 50, so 843 is going to be closer to 800 than it is to 900. So over here I'm going to put 800 times 2. Okay, bring down my 2 zeros. 8 times 2 is 16, and I can't forget my comma. And then my answer would be about 16. Okay, at this point, if yours are not correct, you need to fix them. If you're having questions, please come up and see Mrs. Trimpey right away. And if you understand the basic concept of estimating using the rounding and distributing, then go ahead and go into your lesson for today. It should be the next one in Schoology after this video. Thanks.